Hello, hello. Welcome today our regular session for correct posture exercise stretches to work as a posture correction. And today, lordosis. Lordosis is where you have too much curve in your lower back. You've got your pelvis tilt forward and belly pushing forward as well. So it's important you've got the right position. Still, you need this curve in your lower back, but not that much exaggerate. It's all about stretching muscles in your lower back as well as your legs, especially your hip flexors and your quads. And this is what we're going to talk about today, how to do it correctly to have better posture and work to improve your shape and your posture. Welcome to APG.STUDIO. My name is Alicia, fitness and yoga expert, and we're ready to start our session for people who suffer with lordosis right now. Let's start on your 4 first. So when you ask you to go on your 4, that's your comfortable position, pushing belly down because you've got this curve anyway. What you're trying to do right now is move your pelvis all the way. So instead pushing forward, you're trying to lift up. Inhale, you can relax the position you're comfortable with. And when you exhale, tuck your pelvis under. Try to pull your abdominal muscles, belly in through the spine. Inhale and slowly exhale. Looks very easy. It is a simple exercise, but is very, very effective if you're doing right. Okay, so make sure you're tucking your pelvis under, pulling belly in to feel stretch in your lower back. So that's your position you're comfortable with, of course, because muscles tight. Now we need to stretch the muscles at your back. Depends how muscle stiff. It's a tiny movement, or you can feel you've got a little bit more action going on in this part of your body. It's only a matter of time. So as much as you practice, but please be gentle with yourself, okay? Always feel the stretch, but you need to be comfortable to hold the stretch for some time, like for a few breaths, okay? So inhale, position for yourself, and as you exhale, really try, concentrate your pelvis position, your hips, and action in your abdominal area. And again, inhale, relax, and exhale, try to work. Do it every day every day, not the first thing in the morning, probably like 11 o'clock maybe after breakfast, or even after lunchtime, as the muscles not that stiff. Because first thing in the morning will be very, very challenging because muscles stiff already. So in the morning it's not the proper time to work for correct posture. Okay, so this is the first one. Inhale, slowly exhale. We need muscles be more flexible in here to later on make bigger movement. You can actually compensate the stretch on your lower back by pushing your chest, shoulders up. Looks very similar to this one, but make sure it's not bringing your head between your arms and chin to your chest, because this is from your upper back. It's easier to do it, people with lordosis, but we need this curve, round back, because of your hips movement, not from shoulders, but from your hips, okay? So you need to imagine it's like string attached to your lower back. And when you exhale, you help with your hips to pull the string up from your lower back, not from the upper part, okay? You need to be clear with this one. We're not doing this stuff to stretch upper back. We work with your hips, okay? To really feel abdominal muscles engaged to stretch lower back part. The other one we need to fix in your body is your hip flexor, because your pelvis is tilted forward. Hip flexors are tight as well as your lower back. And how to correct that? Still, we need this action with your hips. Every single exercise to work with your lower back is to involve your pelvis movement. So when you're on your left knee, right leg front of you, you've got 90 degrees angle. And as simple as it looks like, you're just tucking your pelvis under again, as you've done on your floor, to feel the stretch. Front of your left leg, inhale, slowly exhale. So you need to squeeze your glutes on your left side and think about pushing your hips forward, especially your left hip forward. Inhale, that's your probably position right now, comfortable. And I ask you to squeeze your glutes, left side, all the buttocks area. Again, it's gonna be teeny tiny action, teeny tiny movement, or maybe you've got a little bit more. Doesn't matter, as long as you've got the stretching right place, which is your left leg. Inhale and exhale, and that's it. Seriously, works. Yes. You don't have to do any crazy things like some very complicated exercise. The simple as the best, because you are not here. I can't see you. And you need to be sure, and I need to be sure you're doing correct way. So if it's simple, it's much safe, and you know you're doing the right way. Inhale, slowly exhale, simply squeezing buttocks muscles to push hips forward. Inhale and exhale. Hopefully you can see that I bring my arms behind to see the action of your hips. Okay, inhale and exhale. Maybe one more. And relax. Let's try with your right leg. So your left in the front. Inhale and exhale. Strong glutes to change position of your hips. When you squeeze your buttocks muscles, they change position of your pelvis, your hips. They try to push hips forward, and your abs engaged to change from tilting forward to tuck under. Okay, inhale, slowly exhale. Now we're feeling stretch in your right leg. Again, we're not crossing the line, it's trying to stretch too much. Even tiny inch. As soon as you feel, oh yeah, I can feel it. Yeah, I'm happy to hold. I'm not holding my breaths. I don't have any tension in my upper body. Breathing as normal. That's the sign you can hold it for this level. But if you try too hard, your body try to compensate somewhere, because it's not the safe stretching. It's just too much. Inhale and exhale. So remember, it's not here moving your hips like this. It's just because your glutes action and your abs together to change your pelvis, your hips position. Inhale, slowly exhale. So as you can see, it's all about pelvis position to fix the lower back, the lordosis one. Okay, another stretch, very useful for you, is to lay down your back. Got your feet flat on the floor. The same thing again. By squeezing glutes, and this time pushing your lower back down to the floor, and that's it. Because you've got this curve, you've got this gap. You can even bring your arm underneath your body, because there's this curve in your lower back, because of the tight muscles. They hold your spine and your pelvis this position. So what we're trying to do again is pressing lower back to the floor, but clenching your buttocks muscles at the same time. Why? Because when you clench your buttocks muscles, again, we're making the action of your hips from tilt forward again to tuck under. Inhale and slowly exhale. I'm showing you the full movement, but obviously with lordosis, it's gonna be tiny inch. okay? But that's it. That's okay. We need to start somewhere. Small steps to get there, to slowly release and stretch these tight muscles in your lower back. Inhale and exhale. As you progress with this flexibility, later on you're going to be able to even lift your glutes off the floor, but holding lower back flat off the ground. But for now, even just tiny inch. But think about clenching your buttocks muscles, pulling your belly in and pressing lower back to the floor. Okay? Another way is bringing your knee towards your chest. Inhale and exhale. Still trying to activate muscles, especially your abs right now. Engage, pull in, press your lower back again. Inhale and slowly exhale. Make sure not lifting your hips because that's the compensation. Holding your lower part of your body, hips, lower back on the floor as much as you can. And now left leg. So as you're moving your leg out, still trying to keep your hips the same position. So you're not exaggerate even more by lifting your chest, arching your back even more. Just holding abs in to keep stability in your core, in your hips. Hopefully that makes sense. Inhale, exhale. You can leave the comments. So I hope it's all clear because it's very important you understand which muscles you need to activate to stretch the right place. Inhale, slowly exhale. You can bring both knees to your chest. You're going to stretch your glutes. You're going to stretch your lower back. Maybe knees far away. So just hold. Depends how big is this curve in your lower back. Maybe you're comfortable, just hold this position, or you're okay to rock side to side. If it's painful for you, use some blanket, towel underneath your lower back. Okay, to stretch your hip flexors again, muscles here, just you've got your hip bones here, and if you just go lower, just below these bones, this is your hip flexors, and they're tight because pelvis tilt forward. So how to stretch it? By, again, squeezing glutes and lifting only your hips. You try to keep the upper part of your body on the floor. So it's not lifting really high because we don't want to exaggerate this shape in your spine, in your lower back. We'd like to stretch muscles here and strengthen everything in your core. So just lifting your hips off the floor, you're clenching your buttocks muscles, but holding the rest of your spine down on the floor. And you're going to feel the stretch, hip flexor, as well as your quadriceps. Make sure you're not pushing your legs, your knees out. Try to hold the same distance as you've got hips on the floor and when you lift, okay? If it helps, you can keep something like a yoga blocks, pillow, something between your knees to make sure you don't move them out. Inhale and slowly exhale. Inhale and slowly exhale. Inhale and exhale. Maybe one more. Okay, let's slowly roll over on one side. Change position on your floor. And let's try again. Inhale, your natural position. Now exhale again. Think about lower back, pelvis movement. Inhale and slowly exhale. And you can leave the comments if you're feeling right now a little bit more movement, muscles loose, or they are still super tight, which is fine. Okay. Some people can feel the difference right away, or even after few sessions. For other people, it takes more time. If the muscles are really, really tight, it just simply needs more time to respond for the stretch. So you need to be patient and just respect your body, respect your limitations. Now the good stretch, still holding your pelvis, tuck under so you don't have your comfortable position, let's say. Trying to stretch to the moment. It is a nice stretching. And you can try to move back. Inhale. And slowly exhale. But again, trying to pull your lower back up. Keep the round spine. Not from your upper, but from your lower, because of your pelvis movement. Okay, so avoid doing this. You're going to feel more stretching in your glutes. So when you're feeling your glutes, you're not making this adjustment with your hips that much. Or simple, still needs to be more work done to feel the stretch in your lower back. So if you're still holding your pelvis this way, feeling your glute stretching, better to continue this movement. And later on, you can try moving back. Inhale. Slowly exhale. Okay, so let's try to stretch your hip flexor again. Right foot forward. Inhale. And exhale. Squeezing glutes, engaging abs to make this movement hip, left hip forward. Hopefully you can feel the stretch right here. Left leg. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Perfect. Maybe one more. And relax. Your right knee. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Stretching your hip flexor, but also you build the strength in your glutes. For people with lordosis, they are quite weak. When you've got lordosis, you can have some lower back discomfort, lower back pain. And that's why, because muscles super tight and they change the natural curve in your spine. So you can even cause the discomfort by discs pressing against each other because of the position of your spine. Okay, so it's not only how it looks, but also how you feel. Inhale, slowly exhale. Maybe one more. Okay, so let's lay down again on the floor. If you've got enough, that's fine. You can do as many reps as you're feeling comfortable with. Okay, but if you're still fine, muscles not too tired, you can try the round two. Again, pressing lower back to the floor and trying to squeeze your glutes. Maybe at first it's like an impossible task to do, but as much as you're trying and you're thinking about this action in your buttocks muscles, one day you will feel for sure, yes, I'm just clenching my buttocks right now. I can feel it. So please don't get frustrated if it's like, oh, it's not working for me. It takes time to bring the control to your body. Inhale, you've got your natural position, this lordosis, of course, but as you exhale, this is the moment you're trying to bring everything back. So just, okay, this is the way muscles needs to work. Pressing lower back to the floor with your abs in and squeezing glutes. Inhale and exhale. Bringing one knee. Inhale and exhale. And now left leg. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Now lifting hips. Upper body still is down. Inhale and exhale. Feel the stretch. Now your hip flexors, your quadriceps, and we strengthen glutes, muscles, lower back. Again, checking your legs position. Feet needs to be nice and flat on the floor. Maybe two more. Inhale. Slowly exhale. And last one. And relax. Hold it, or again, rock side to side if it's comfortable for you. Always do. It feels right, okay? Of course, could be uncomfortable because you've got this shape in your spine and now we need to change that. So it depends how big is this curve in your lower back. It's gonna take more time, or yeah, you can feel it much better after a few sessions. So yeah, that's it for now. Our posture correction, how to properly, correctly stretch your muscles in your hip flexor and your lower back to improve and correct your posture if you've got lordosis. So I hope that was useful. Everything is clear, why and how to do it. And yeah, just be patient, respect your body, respect your limitations, and you will see and feel the progress very soon. So if you enjoyed this video, this session with me, please give me a thumbs up, any comments if you're already doing some stretches and how you're feeling, how actually works for you. That'd be good to share with other people your own experience, and you can see even the stretches which looks so easy. So what they can change everything for you guys. Okay, we got just one body and we need to take care of what we have. So thank you very much for watching. If you join me first time, please subscribe and turn on notification. We put videos and doing live stream very regularly to make more options for you guys to exercise at home, not only once per week, but we've got much more coming. So thank you for now. Stay safe, healthy, and tuned with us, and hopefully I see you in another correct posture next week. Bye guys.